before, how it was organized in the companies, we are having in this moment ERP, we have another kind of structure, CRM, we have our all data sheets for financial staff, we have a lot of small
business process management platform somewhere, right? All the data sources living somewhere, all the legacy applications somewhere. People forget how they work. People who wrote them not longer with companies, and all this complex world you're describing. Yes, chaos. Yeah, keep going.
Yes, and because of your experience with so bright people that comes from SaugaTalks, you know that it's a real mess inside. And with blockchain, we can change. Because of this, I invited you to read a PECB university from PECB University Canadian basis, an article that I've wrote about how blockchain can be can catalyze digital transformation. How? Connecting everything, and you cannot provide the same information a couple of times, or creating APIs to integrate everything. It's so easy and so natural when you see a big picture and which kind of information I need.
You know what? Some smart person called blockchain, I read, ERP of all ERPs.
Exactly.
That's kind of interesting angle, right? Yeah.
Yes. And I will start in this point to. I'm not a feminist, but it's a very good opportunity for all women restart their careers. Why? Because
let's talk about roles. Yeah, what kind of jobs, what kind of roles associated with this big promise of blockchain future?
First of all, we don't have the same role. We will have the role, but we have an upgrade. It is like without internet, and with internet in the 90s, we started to send emails, and before it was very difficult by phone only. So we are just restarting our roles, our jobs with blockchain, and how we can reconnect it. All the old society and old management in a new stage of how can I access information? How can this kind of information will create will um, in a way exponential find solutions in so many areas. For example, with CRM, RAP, and financial, I do not need to enter in the same information in different ways. So for you as a lawyer, let's start. As a lawyer, how can I work with blockchain because I'm a lawyer?
Exactly. Okay. How is it relatable to me, right? I think I know the answer, but it's important to hear from you, Josina. Yeah. How a lawyer can benefit.
Talk together. With your experience, let's talk together. I can say lawyers analyzing old society and new regulation. One of the book that inspired my thesis was from someone that I like very much, Don Tapscott, and he's analyzing with MIT also a very interesting sentence created by Lawrence. The law is the code, or the code is the law. It means that the code that will be created is a new law, of course, because the law it's just reflects from the society. So for all lawyers, they can see and analyze what is happening and try to regulate it or to restructure new rules for our society. So we have new perimeters because the profile of the agents, they are changing. Imagine if can have a deal together, we do not have intermediate between us, it means that our kind of responsibility is changing. So for lawyers, we can say that we have a lot
It's
of
all the
work.
benefits. It's all the benefits you mentioned before. Remember, efficiency, cost cutting, right? Access to trusted stakeholders, transparency, traceability, all this beautiful stuff we just talked about.
Auditability all the time. So for lawyers, for managers, we have another kind of stage. And for girls and boys that's just starting their high school, they can promote for themselves apps. They can code. And in blockchain, oh, but I'm not a tech guy or I'm not a tech girl. Don't worry, it's like in internet. Everybody will be in a blockchain without to have the knowledge that they are belonging a blockchain, but we are there. So we can restart our business creating this kind of application without afraid to share information, personal or sensitive information. Before, we didn't have control, but now we have control. Oh, but Josie, can you tell me that if I have something wrong, it will be unchangeable? Indeed, it will be unchangeable.